Here we go. Breakfast on the grill. What's up, Internet? Big J with Big J's Extreme Fitness. As promised, here's your cooking video. Now, got that briquette piled high. Got the fire going, and it's already ready to cook. I throw my bacon on my skillet there. Getting it ready to rock and roll. And if you notice, the beans are already on the high fire, and the sausage is on the low side of the fire. And I gotta say, there's only two speeds when you're cooking on the grill. That's RFH and H. Really freaking hot and hot. So I've got the briquettes on one side there. I started the sausage patties on just the hot side instead of really freaking hot side to get those browned, because if you put those directly on the fire, they're not like hamburgers, so the meat is a little bit more fine and they fall apart pretty quickly. As you can see, this really freaking hot side has got this grease boiling pretty quickly. So I got to keep my eye on that. Don't lose your meat, boys and girls. I'm telling you. You let it get out of hand, you get on the phone, you start texting, you start checking your social media, and doggone it, you're going to burn that food, especially some of the smaller meat. I always throw this on first because it takes the longest. Those eggs only take just a second, and you see that the beans are already off the fire. Got them on the side because they started boiling quickly. Once that bacon gets to where it's good enough for you to eat, some people like it brittle, some people like it soft, some people like it medium. So you got to keep an eye on that. And like I say, you got to keep that bacon on the RFH side, the really freaking hot side. But again, keep it on. See, there's a really brittle piece there. Put it on a plate. It's got some napkins on it, so it'll start soaking up all that grease. And then go ahead and dab some of that off the top if you're any type of health conscious about what you're eating. Now, I know what you're saying now. Big J, dang, you're always eating all this fat food, and that's why you're a fat ass. Well, number one, not too fat. Number two, I only eat like this once every couple of weeks, maybe weekly if I'm lucky, if I'm not traveling and whatnot. But let me tell you, this ain't going to hurt you. You know, you guys and gals are out there trying to cram hamburgers and hot dogs and pizzas and ice creams into your macros. There ain't nothing wrong with throwing a good old country breakfast in there every now and then. So, wanted to show you, I always throw some of the best clips on there, but doggone it, I messed up this egg, and I messed up the other egg too. Got one of them going in the high grease, and then I got shells in there too. So just want to show you I'm only human, so I had to do it one at a time. It's kind of hard to film these with your one hand and cooking with the other hand. That's why I don't do a whole lot of these cooking videos, because I end up messing up the food and burning it, and there I'm screwing up the egg, but I got a good flip on it. Just want to get the white on top. That was kind of flattened out, and doggone it, that one there's done for. Does still make good eating though. Lots of grease on one, little bit of grease on the other one. Flipping those sausage patties over, you got to make sure that those things are pink. If it's pink, it stinks. If it's white, it's right. You got to make sure you cook that meat all the way through. Make sure that you don't give yourself food poisoning or just get plain old sick. There we go, messing up those yolks again. And I didn't do any retakes. Like I told you guys, sometimes I don't like doing the cooking videos because I just sometimes mess up the food. We're going to go ahead and go with it. Now, I've got a couple of these plates. The good thing about these is they're fire safe. You're not going to burn through the plate. So this is a good way to put it on just the hot side, not the really freaking hot side. Put your food in there, let it sit while you're getting all the others ready. Now, I'm cooking for 4 today, so I'm getting 2 of these plates ready, and I'll throw some more food on there here in a second. Just don't want everybody to sit around and wait for the food to get cold. So that's what we're doing. Throwing some of those jalapeno beans on there. And again, those boil fast, so you got to be careful not to put them over there and burn them up. The bacon is ready. And like I say, you put that on just the hot side. Keep the eggs warm, keep the beans warm, the sausage warm. And once you're ready to rock and roll, get all the plate food together. Throw it over on the picnic table. This is a coffee, the very last thing that I cook, because it boils quickly. You get that water simmering there. Put your coffee, your tea bag, whatever it is you got to drink. Stir it in there. I like a little extra beans on my plate. And there's just some tomatoes to boot. There it is, boys and girls. Breakfast on the grill. Thank you so much for the request. And just in case you missed last week's announcement, my new Intensity Rules line is available now. Link will be in the description box along with several other links. So check this out. I'm really pleased by the way these have turned out. Yes, I do still have some of the block writing on some of the hats and t-shirts, but this new style is amazing. It's available on all the old Intensity Till Death line that I had, the tank tops, the Bella tanks, the Burnout V's, the 3/4 sleeves, and guess what? I've restocked every single Intensity Till Death shirt that you guys have been loving so much. So yes, we've got the the men's tees, the 3/4 sleeves, the burnout V's, and everything else available. Yes, there still are a couple of those Big J's FitCon shirts, so check those out. And don't forget about the hats. We got several of those left as well. So swing by, check it out. Got the pink, the white, the gray, the black, and you name it. Go check them out. Until next time, Intensity Rules, Train Hardcore, and we'll see you next video.